What is human resource management? Human resource management is the practice of recruiting, hiring, deploying, and managing an organization employee. The human resource department is in charge of managing the employee life cycle. Human resource department exists to add value to an organization by providing objective guidance to managers and employees on people-related matters. The goal, as with other business assets, is to make the most of used people while minimizing risk and maximizing return on investment. That every manager has some role relating to human resource management. Job classification is in the separation of team, leadership, and workers based on job function and wage. After that, clerical support professionals are those who provide assistance in an office setting. Clerical support professionals may have degree, although they are more likely to have specific experience than a degree. They work in variety of office environments for both private and public enterprise as well as government bodies. Lastly, uniformity of pay across similar positions within an industry is one of the key benefits of job classifications. Companies that use job categories can categorize opportunities based on salary, experience, and degree requirements, allowing professionals to look for this position based on this criteria. The public sector structure is divided into three service groups, namely top management group, professional group, and support group. The top management group is a service group embodying strategic posts intended as the promotional grade from the qualified management and professional group. Premier grade is a designation that performs the management and policy formulation function. Premier grades are super grades in the Malaysian Civil Service, consisting of JUSA C and JUSA B, and the highest grade in this band, Premier Grade A. Special grade is a designation that recognizes expertise and experience in specific areas does not play a role or perform management and strategic tasks such as medical specialist in hospital. Then, professional group and management is a service group of scheme service with a minimum entry qualification of bachelor degree or other higher qualification recognized by the government. The grades from grade 41 to grade 56. The next service group is support group, which is a service group of scheme service with an entry qualification of diploma or other equivalent qualification recognized by the government. Support group with diploma or STPM qualification for grade 29 to grade 40. Support group with SPM qualification for grade 19 to grade 18A, and PMR or SRP qualification and below for grade 11 to grade 18.
I will explain about job analysis. Job analysis is the procedure for determining the duties and skill requirements of a job and the kind of person who should be hired for it. For our team project, we choose security assistant as job position in ILMI. For job description of security assistant, we can divide into two, which is task and responsibility. For task, security assistant carry out security control duties of government asset involving physical security, documents, and personnel in government buildings and premises. For responsibility, a security assistant needs to carry out routine patrols to detect any security breaches or suspicious activities. They also need to monitoring CCTV cameras to identify potential threats and controlling access to restricted areas. Other than that, security assistants also need to maintain records of incident and security breaches and conduct investigation into security incidents. For job specification, the candidate must be a Malaysian and not less than 18 years old on the closing date of the promotion advertisement. Since the job specification is a statement of the needed knowledge, skill and abilities or KSA, so here I will explain about these three. First, for knowledge, the candidate should have Sijil Prajalan Malaysia (SPM) or a qualification recognized as equivalent by the government. Secondly, the candidate should be former police or military personnel, at least the rank of constable or private or its equivalent, and has been confirmed in the said position and has a good service record and can speak, read and write in Malay satisfactorily. Third, the candidate should have security management knowledge, including importance of security planning, threat analysis, and risk assessment. They must also familiar with security technologies and systems such as CCTV, alarm system, and access control. Next, the candidate should have emergency response knowledge. For example, they must be trained in first aid, fire safety, and evacuation procedure. They must be able to communicate and effectively with emergency service such as fire and police department. Last but not least, the candidate should have basic computer knowledge, as they may require to use computer system for record keeping or other tasks. For skills, first and foremost, the candidate should have problem-solving skills, which they should be able to find solutions quickly, think critically, and make decisions under pressure. Next, the candidate should also have communication skill, which the candidate should be able to communicate with their superiors, colleagues, and public effectively. Thirdly, the candidate should have good physical fitness and stamina, as they might need to stand or walk for a long period of time. Other than that, the candidate should also have teamwork skills, because they may work as part of a team and collaborate effectively with others to ensure the safety and security of the assigned area. Last but not least, for abilities, security assistant should have ability to work under pressure and remain in emergency situations. According to General Order and Service Circulars, you can refer to the salary scheme in the slide. As you can see, the minimum salary for this job position is 1,360 ringgit. Meanwhile, the maximum salary is 4,052 ringgit. The annual salary increase rate is 100 ringgit. There are fixed allowance and incentive provided for security assistant. For allowance, security assistant provided basic salary, cost of living allowance (COLA), housing allowance, transportation allowance, and medical benefit. Meanwhile, incentive provided are for shift work, overtime work, and hazardous duty.
Training and development. What is training and development? Training and development refers to the process of improving employees with the knowledge, skill, and ability (KSA) required to ensure that brand can perform work efficiently and effectively in an organization. It is important aspect of human resource management that's how employer acquire new skills, knowledge, and attitudes necessary for their personal and professional growth. Training is a short-term process that focuses on the teacher's employer-specific skill or knowledge to perform their task efficiently. In addition, effort intended by an organization to foster learning among their members tend to be narrowly focused and oriented toward short-term performance concerns. Development is long-term process that upgrade the skill and knowledge of the employees to meet not only current needs but also for future job roles and the organization. In addition, efforts that are more oriented towards broadening an individual's skill for the future responsibilities. Next, this is draft an education program for the new hires. The name of this program, the Employee Empowerment Program, which is located in the Dewan Pro UiTM Machang, dated 23 June 2023 to 24 June 2023, will last for 2 days from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The purpose of this program is firstly, new employees need to participate in this program because they lack experience and need a lot of guidance from their superiors. Secondly, not only that, all employees also need to participate in this program. After years of doing similar work and being in the same organization, their work motivation has finally faded. This program can support the organization because employees are more commitment to work exhaustive and earnest and enjoy their work. This can increase work productivity and future bring gather profit to the company or organization. Firstly, a job-related training program is on-the-job training (OJT). OJT is a type of training that takes place in an actual work environment or setting rather than in a classroom or training facility where new employees learn the skills and knowledge required for their job while performing actual work tasks that are appropriate for them. Among the benefits on OJT is that can increase productivity when employers receive the right training. They are better prepared to carry out their job responsibility and can work more efficiently. In addition, it can reduce effort because that right training can help employers understand how to perform tasks correctly and avoid costly mistakes. Another example of a job-related training program is information technology, IT. IT can be defined as a method used to transfer, disseminate, and display information. The information can exist in various forms, either in physical forms such as paper and books, voice form, visual display, movement, and in bits. In addition to these two examples, there are many other types of job-related training programs that could be conducted depending on the specific needs of the job position and the organization. Some other examples include online training, monitoring programs, apprenticeship, and workshop. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
First of all, discipline is orderly conduct by employee in expected manner. It is a force or fear of a force that deters individual or a group from doing things that are detrimental to the accomplishment of a group objective. It is also the force that prompts to observe rules, regulations, standards, and procedures deemed necessary for an organization. Employee discipline is a regulation or condition that are imposed on employees by management in order to correct or prevent behavior that are detrimental to an organization. Next is discipline is regulation and modulation of human activities to produce a controlled performance. The real purpose of discipline is quite simple. It is to encourage employees to conform to establish standard of job performance and to behave sensibly and safety at work. Discipline is essential to all organization group action. Next is discipline is employee learning, which is their learning to promote self-control, dedication, and orderly conduct. For example, employee in the US, discipline is generally used in a restricted sense to mean punishment. Consequently, the written procedure used to punish employees for job defenses are called disciplinary procedures. Next, about disciplinary procedures in Malaysia Public Service. Firstly, all disciplinary and determination of service action must comply with related legislation, regulation, codes of practice, and employment contracts. Some of relevant documents to govern the disciplinary offers are General Order 1973, Chapter A, Employment Act 1955, Service Contract, and so forth. Secondly is a circular guidance or reminder regarding the conduct of Malaysia public servant produced and communicated to employees from time to time to be as reference in the conduct of the public servants. The circular is known as Perkeliling Perkhidmatan Awam and Surat Perkeliling Perkhidmatan Awam. Next is the guideline on disciplinary action. The exercise of disciplinary action in the public sector is based on a set of clearly defined regulations and policies. Disciplinary action be actually initiated against any public service employee. Guidelines exist to facilitate and manage the process. For example, guideline on disciplinary action and guideline on searches. To assist employee in overcoming discipline and perform related issues, the government provides aid in the form of psychological service and disciplinary clinic. This service could have improved morale and motivated facilitate change in behavior in the working environment with the goal of subsequently improving productivity of the organization. Okay, now the different disciplinary imposed on the public officer for the misconduct. First of all is provides warning, which is rule and regulation and penalties for breaking the rules are prior communicate to employees. Thus, outcome to rules violation are already expected by employees. For example, immediate action. Action should be taken or effective immediately after the violation to give reason and to avoid condonation. Second is consistent punishment, which is standard rules are applied to all employees, in which the same misconduct commit should lead to the same penalty. However, the principle of consistency usually based on several other considerations. For example, track record, provocation element, and reason for misconduct. Now, impersonal. Impersonal action should be imposed in an impersonal and unbiased way, fair for all and no favoritism in implementing in the action. Okay, now infraction or infringements normally associated with job position. First of all is work attendance. For example of infraction in work attendance are late coming, short timing, absent without leave, leaving without permission, clocking for other, and asking other to clock in. Each of the following is considered one attendance infraction subject to disciplinary action and will progress the employee on the disciplinary step as indicated. Next, about work integrity. Example of infraction or infringement associated with job position is abuse of organization property, misappropriation, falsifying employment application, falsifying work record, theft and fraud, cheating and bribery. Workplace integrity is about having strong principles and values which you demonstrate through your conduct in the work environment. A common integrity is people with integrity do the right thing even when nobody is watching. Next, about infraction or infringement normally associated with the job position is off-duty manner. It's commit any crimes, display destructive behavior not accepted by public normal, or behavior considered unsuitable for the specific profession. This problem should take disciplinary action against an employee who violates company policies right away.
Next, I will explain about occupational safety and health. Occupational safety and health refers to the effort to ensure that workplaces are safe and healthy for the employees. The goal of occupational safety and health is to prevent accidents and harm to people from work-related activities. For example, every occupation has health or safety risks, and it is the employer's responsibility to ensure that their employees can carry out their work. Safety and health hazard associated with the security assistant. As a security assistant, there are several safety and health hazards that one may encounter. The first one is physical hazard. For physical hazard, security assistant may be at risk of physical assault or injury from individuals who are under the influence of drug or alcohol. Security assistant also required to work in high-risk areas such as wet floors, uneven surface, and cluttered areas. For the second safety and health hazard is chemical hazard. Security assistant may also be exposed to chemical hazard because they required to work in environments where they are exposed to chemicals. These chemicals can cause respiratory problems, skin irritation, and other health issues. Lastly, safety and health hazard associated with the security assistant is ergonomic hazard. Security assistant may experience ergonomic hazard for standing and sitting for a long period of time. They also can get back pain because of they need to lift heavy objects. Next, for several relevant preventive measures and precautions. There are several relevant preventive measures and precautions to minimize the risk. The first one is risk assessment, which is conducting a risk assessment. Once identified, appropriate measures can be taken to eliminate the risk is providing training to employees, such as safety training and emergency response training. Besides that, use protective equipment, also relevant preventive measures and precautions to minimize the risk. The employees must use protective equipment to minimize the risk of illness. For example, they should wear protective equipment such as masks, gloves, and so on. The last one is breaks and stretching. The employers need to give chance to employees to take regular breaks and stretch during work hours. This can prevent muscle tension from sitting or standing for a long time.